Okay. We had initially formed a relationship with Graham when we were looking at other builders and things like that. But it was the way that Graham was really approachable, I guess, and just kind of kept things realistic, easy, collaborative, simplified, kind of all on the same team, I guess, as well. I'd feel like some other builders that prioritize profit and things like that. And at the end of the day, I think we were all in the same team to just try and get the house built.
I felt more like you knew us as, you know, the Mills. Can I put that in there? The Mills family, as opposed to the number in the system.
I feel like no building process is ever straightforward and stress-free. I think you kind of go into it thinking that it's going to be one of the most stressful things that you do probably once or multiple times in your life. But definitely with Hive Homes, we felt that the stress was minimized because I think, as Stephen had said, that we weren't just a number. And so I felt like there was that really personal touch there, which takes away some of the stress in terms of like thinking that we're just another client in the business. And we were able to approach Hive Homes as like on a personal, you know, on like via WhatsApp or something, rather than having to do everything via email and all formal and everything. So
I mean, we really enjoyed kind of watching it go from, you know, just a big piece of ground to like all the bits and pieces in the wood, the groundwork, and being involved in that process. You know, the hands on the concrete, you know, choosing all the things from the house and seeing the bricks come on. Yeah, just kind of seeing it put together was really cool.
And also seeing you guys as on the weekends just out here like tidying up the space, getting to know your family through that as well was awesome. It again makes us feel like we're, you know, working with you guys as people rather than as a big company. Yes, we would, because again of the relationship that we've built with the team and you guys and your family. I think every build should hopefully be as stress-free as ours was. So yeah, I don't want any of my friends or family to be stressed during a build. So yeah, we would. Constant communication was definitely the big thing.
Especially with the like the, you know, update of the week, or you know, can you sit through photos, or just like a message of, you know, what's happening was really helpful.
The use of Meister as well really helped. It was a portal where we could go share our ideas, and also Graham would update us through that. And yeah.
Especially the few times we were like, oh, you know, like we had this like, you know, a weekend inspiration of, oh, let's think of all these ideas we had. Graham was like, oh, you know, this is really cool. You know, this is the cost.
Do you have an extra 10 grand?
Yeah, like the cost implications of those ideas, or if we did that, you know, we have to cut up this or this, which is really a nice simplified process.
Almost too responsive sometimes, too much communication, which is obviously great. It's good. I had to put the WhatsApp on silent a few times, but I mean, you'd rather it be that way rather than not getting any sort of communication. So I noticed how responsive and communicative they were.
And if you didn't know, you'd be like, oh, I'll check this for you, or, you know, I'll wait for G to answer, or, you know, Annie, can you follow that up or something, you know? It was really, really helpful.
There's only one challenge that I can really remember, and that was dealt with again collaboratively. It was not a whose fault is that? It wasn't a fault finding exercise. It was a this is the problem, this is how we're going to work together to try and fix it. So Absolutely. Absolutely supported. Whenever we'd have questions, even regarding the bank or something, our frustrations with the bank, we would talk to Graham, whereas if we were talking to, if we had dealt with a bigger builder or something, I feel like they wouldn't care about issues with the bank or anything, as long as we had the money at the end of the day. But we, as Graham kept us informed with everything in regards to our home, we kept him informed with our issues with the bank and getting the financing and everything. And it was just, it just again highlighted the collaborative team that we were during the build.
Yeah, I really liked like early on in the journey when we were like looking at designing the house. Graham was like, go look at this house. It's just down the road or something, or go to this place to look at the bricks, or you can get samples and stuff. Obviously, first time builders, we would have had no idea of what we're doing or where to look at bricks or anything like that, just from like Pinterest or Instagram, which is often overseas. So it was really great to go and have a look at stuff. And then when we shared, hey, these are the bricks we wanted, it was I might have found something for us. I thought that was really cool. I really like the bricks. Yeah. So like they have lots of character to them. And often, if I say, people like my colleagues or something, if I live at, the brick house on Colombo, they know where I am. And also we just love the kitchen as well. Like it's so big, it's so green, it's nice.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of compliments in our house, which obviously is homeowners is nice. And yeah, we just love having somewhere that we saw on a drawing and then now living in it is, it's pretty cool. It's like we've achieved a big goal. Yes, for sure. So the communications during the build have continued. And the one thing that I was mentioning to Stephen this morning that I really enjoyed was the binder book that we got with all of the instruction manuals in it. I thought that was just such a relatively small thing to do, but it was very helpful. Like I cleaned out the AC the other week, and instead of going, where did I put all of those instruction manuals? We had the one place to look. So it's small touches like that have really made our moving in and living in the home super easy. So yes, we would, because of, again, it just comes down to the relationship for us. We're a relatively young couple who will hopefully build many times again in the future. And don't laugh. I would like to. And it's a stress-free process. It's a stressful process, that is that hasn't felt like it.
It's made easier when dealing with you guys. Except we appreciated like having your input when like looking at fridges or kind of looking at landscaping or even just would come by the house and then you're driving past and you'd pop in and say hi, and with the kids in the back and the dog in the back and your old Jeep, just kind of, it made it feel more like kind of family. We're all small towns, so we're connected rather than being this big franchise model where we're just so disconnected. So I really appreciated that.